Cool Kitchen. Now this is a special edition episode of the Cool Kitchen. It's not a typical recipe video, but we wanted to show you our kitchen. Maybe to give you a few ideas of how you want to create your kitchen and just a few helpful tips of how to be efficient, in a kitchen. So I'll just show you around everything we have, how we organize ourselves, which for us just makes cooking and living a lot easier and a lot happier. So one of the main problem areas in kitchens is storage. Where do you put all your stuff? Because a lot of people have loads of utensils, and we also have quite a few utensils which we use regularly. And so now I'm going to show you how we sort of solved our problem with storage, or at least one of our problems, and that's our pantry. So if you can come here, as you can see, we just put up hooks in this door, and so we can hang a lot of our kitchen utensils there, which takes away a lot of the questions, where are we going to find the space to put all this stuff. So hanging is something we really like to do to save space. And inside you'll see that all our pans are also just hanging there, a few other things, and we just try to be as organized as we can with our space, really. Also, we quite like the cozy cottage type kitchen, feel, so a thing we also did was hanging up herbs, garlic and a few flowers, which is really handy as well because they will dry here and we can pick them whenever we need them, but it also looks really nice. And where do we store our knives? Again, against the wall. So this takes all the pressure away of putting it in some kind of drawer or wherever, and it's really easy to see, know where all your knives are. Looks cool as well, so that's what we did. Now here's our miniature blackboard, which is great because quite often you're looking through stuff and you're trying to think, oh, what do I have to buy this weekend? And you find out what you have to buy and you just write it on. So having a space somewhere in your kitchen where you can write what you need to buy in the next few days is so handy, and it looks pretty nice as well. Now containers are also great for storing stuff, and we really like to use containers that we can see, and we can see what's inside. So there we have a lot of our carbs, really, so rice, oats, couscous, some lentils in the back, and we also have some pasta jars there. Again, it looks nice, but we can also see how much we have. It just gives the whole kitchen a great feel. Our pestle and mortar is also there, our honey pot too. And then we have these containers where we put our ginger and our garlic, and it keeps pretty well in these containers. There's a wee hole in there, so the stuff doesn't seem to rot as quickly as if you leave it in other containers. And there we have our spice rack where we also keep our main spices that we use. We also have another spice basket somewhere else, but these are the main ones that we use in our daily lives. Another problem in kitchens may be, where do you store all your fresh fruit and veg? Because a lot of people just put it in the fridge, and maybe depending on where you live, where the climate might be really warm, that could be an issue, so you might prefer to put it in the fridge. But we quite often find that a lot of the stuff that we pick from our allotment in our garden, or that we get from the farm, we don't really have to put it in the fridge. Actually, quite often it deteriorates in the fridge. So we just keep it in these bowls, and that, to be honest, I mean, we eat so many vegetables and fruit that it only lasts for a few days or a week, which is fine for most things. And there's another bowl here, and our bananas as well. We don't keep them in the fridge, but they are away from all the other vegetables and fruit, so they hang over here. Because bananas produce a type of gas which makes everything else ripen quicker, which you don't always want, because that's quite often what will happen if you put oranges and other fruits beside bananas. They will rot quickly, so that's why they're away from everything else. If you're serious about cooking, do consider investing in a few types of electric appliances like food processors, blenders, KitchenAid, because they can be really helpful. And for example, a food blender or a food processor can, make different kinds of recipes so much easier that you can make them, every day or as often as you want to. Like pestos, for example, you know, all kinds of pulses as well. With that, you know, a food processor can be so handy, and we have a blender slash food processor, so we use that quite often. And then we also have a KitchenAid over there, which is great for all kinds of pastries and bread doughs and so on. And we also have a juicer, which we just got, so that will also be something fun, you know. Of course, don't overcrowd your kitchen with loads of, you know, appliances, because it can just be too much. But if you have maybe a place somewhere where you can store it and then, you know, use it again, that might be great, you know. That's how we do it. But they can be so handy. It can really transform your cooking. So we definitely recommend you to invest in 1 or 2 appliances.